Jackfruit. What exactly is this vegetarian meat substitute? Over the last few years, the number of vegetarians and vegans has risen dramatically across the world. As a result, it's no wonder that the demand for plant-based alternatives to meat and other animal products has grown. 2. Food makers and recipe creators are always coming out with new goods to test and new ingredients to use in plant-based dishes. Jackfruit is a vegetarian meat replacement, becoming increasingly popular due to its distinct texture. 3. This page describes what jackfruit is, why it's such a popular meat substitute, and how to make it at home. The jackfruit is an Indian tropical fruit. It thrives throughout Asia, Africa, and portions of South America, where the temperature is naturally warm and humid. Figs, mulberries, and breadfruit are all members of the same family. 4. Jackfruit is easily identified by its spiky green or yellow outer shell and its big size. The jackfruit is the world's biggest edible fruit, measuring 8.6 to 35.4 inches, 22 to 90 centimeters, in length, 5.1 to 19.7 inches, 13 to 50 centimeters, in diameter, and weighing up to 22.7 pounds, 50 kilograms. 4. The flavor of jackfruit is slightly sweet and fruity. Its flesh has a texture similar to shredded meat, making it a popular meat replacement in vegetarian and vegan recipes. 3. While the flesh of the jackfruit is the most widely consumed component, the seeds are also edible. Because of its absorbent texture, adaptability, and mild flavor, jackfruit is popular among vegans and vegetarian foodies. Summary: Jackfruit is a huge tropical fruit with a meaty texture and a slightly sweet and fruity flavor. It's frequently used as a meat substitute in vegetarian and vegan cuisine. Jackfruit is a nutrient-dense fruit. 1 3.5 ounce, 100 gram, serving will give you the following: 5 calories per serving, 95 kilocalories. 1.7 grams of protein. Less than 1 gram of fat. Carbohydrates, 23 g. 1.5 grams of fiber. 19 grams of sugar. 19% of the daily value for vitamin B6, DV. Vitamin C, 15% of the daily value. Potassium, 10% of the daily value. 9% of the daily value for thiamine. Copper, 8% of the daily value. Magnesium, 7% of the daily value. Niacin, 6% of the daily value. Folate, 6% of the daily value. It also includes carotenoids, flavonoids, and tannins, which are all useful plant chemicals. These may provide some protection against oxidative stress-related chronic disorders, including heart disease. 4. Keep in mind that the nutritional value of jackfruit varies depending on its age and freshness. The more ripe the fruit is, the more nutrients it contains. 4. When compared to other fruits, jackfruit has a protein content of roughly 1.7 grams per 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, whereas other fruits have little to no protein. 5. Nonetheless, jackfruit, like most other fruits, obtains the majority of its calories from carbohydrates. As a result, jackfruit cannot replace the protein found in the same amount of meat, fish, nuts, or legumes, all of which give closer to 9 to 23 grams of protein per serving. 6, 7, 8, 9. It also lacks the iron and zinc found in other plant-based protein sources, as well as the vitamin B12 found in meat and fish. 6, 7, 8, 9. If you're using jackfruit to replace shredded meat in your diet, be sure to include other plant-based sources of protein, iron, and zinc to keep your diet balanced. Beans, peas, almonds, and seeds are all good sources of these nutrients. Finally, if you're following a vegan diet, make sure you're getting enough vitamin B12 fortified foods or taking a vitamin B12 supplement. The texture of jackfruit is similar to that of shredded meat, but its nutritional profile is significantly different. To improve the nutritious value of your meal, mix jackfruit with beans, peas, almonds, or seeds when using it in dishes. Jackfruit is most commonly found in specialized markets, while it may also be found in select supermarket shops. Fresh, vacuum-sealed, or canned jackfruit are all options. Jackfruit in its natural state. Cleaning a new jackfruit might be a sticky experience. Because once the fruit is chopped, it exudes a sticky material that may rapidly transform the entire preparation procedure into a shambles. Make sure you have enough towels on hand to mop up any spills. Begin by cutting your jackfruit in half and cleaning away any extra juices as needed. After that, cut each half into 2 further halves, and so on until you have manageable jackfruit slices to deal with. Remove each individual jackfruit pod by loosening it with your fingers and gently dragging it out to harvest the meat. Then, extract the seeds from each pod by opening it. There's also no need to toss away the seeds. Once cooked, they are edible. Because jackfruit is such a huge fruit, you'll almost certainly have more jackfruit meat than you'll need for a single dish, especially if you're harvesting it from a live fruit. Place each unseeded pod on a flat plate for 2 to 3 hours to freeze the superfluous flesh. The jackfruit pods will then be able to be stored together in a freezer-safe plastic or silicone bag without adhering together. The flesh of the jackfruit may be frozen for up to 8 to 12 months. 6. Jackfruit, canned or vacuum-sealed. You may save a lot of time by buying canned or vacuum-sealed jackfruit. If you're going to buy canned jackfruit, look for one that's been preserved in brine rather than syrup. When jackfruit is canned in syrup, it absorbs the sugar from the syrup, making it extremely sweet. Start by washing the jackfruit flesh thoroughly, then drying it completely by putting it in a clean tea towel and pressing any leftover liquid out. By removing extra liquids, the jackfruit's flesh will be able to absorb the seasonings and marinades you'll be utilizing in your dish more effectively. Then, in a large mixing basin, put the jackfruit meat. Break apart the pods with your fingers or 2 forks to achieve the shredded meat-like texture that jackfruit is famous for. Before using the jackfruit in your dish, marinate it in your preferred sauce for around 15 minutes. Fresh, canned, or vacuum-sealed jackfruit are all options. Remove the seeds from the pods, rinse the meat, and thoroughly dry it. Then marinate for a few hours before using in a recipe. Jackfruit is a very adaptable component. It may be used in a wide range of meals, from appetizers to sweets. Here are some suggestions to get you started. Appetizers. Tostadas with jackfruit. Croquettes of savory jackfruit. Buffalo jackfruit dip with a kick. Cakes with walnuts and jackfruit. Main courses. Sandwich made with grilled jackfruit. Pulled jackfruit with coleslaw and baked potatoes. Curry with jackfruit. Tacos de jackfruit. Desserts. Balls of sweet jackfruit. Sorbet of jackfruit. Upside-down jackfruit cake. Pudding made with jackfruit. The mild flavor of jackfruit and its ability to absorb other flavors are 2 of its most appealing qualities. These 2 characteristics make it quite adaptable and worth experimenting with a variety of dishes. The mild flavor of jackfruit allows it to be readily incorporated into a wide range of dishes, from sweet to savory. The exotic fruit jackfruit has a peculiar shredded meat-like feel. As a result, it's a popular plant-based meat substitute in curries, tacos, and pulled meat sandwiches. Jackfruit may be readily incorporated into a variety of different meals, snacks, and desserts due to its moderate flavor. Furthermore, jackfruit is high in vitamins, minerals, and beneficial plant components, making it a nutrient-dense food to include in your diet. This unique item is well worth a try, especially if you're seeking for more interesting meat replacements for your vegan or vegetarian diet.